I get a lot of credit for whatever is achieved by Malaysia. But actually, it's not me. A lot of other people were involved. I listen to people. I was trained as a doctor, not as an engineer, not as a financier, not in any other discipline. I am a doctor. But when I am faced with a financial problem, I know nothing about it. I had to tackle. I was Prime Minister at that time. So I asked experts. I set up a committee of experts, financiers, businessmen, academics, individuals who are specialists and all that. And I talked to them, I listened from their views, and I used their ideas and also my own ideas as to how to tackle a financial problem. A medical problem, I think I can resolve some of the simpler things, but financial problem, I was not an expert. So what we need is a prime minister who is willing to listen to the views of the expert and make use of those views. But we find leaders who think they know everything. Or they keep on making pronouncement on this, that, and everything. No man in the world knows everything. Everybody have got shortcomings. You are not always knowledgeable. So the system of government today is needs to be adjusted. We have a cabinet. The cabinet, of course, should advise the prime minister or debate and point out the good and the bad points. Unfortunately, the quality of the cabinet has gone down. So I set up a committee of experts and I make use of them to fill me up with knowledge and to give me answers to questions. And I follow what they say. Of course, in the end, I make the announcement, I get the good name. But actually, the ideas come from other people. So what we need is a system where the Prime Minister not only listens to the cabinet, but also to a committee of experts. The first thing I did when I came back as Prime Minister was to appoint a council made up of eminent people, headed by Tun Dr. It's because I need his expertise. He's a good financier. I am not. So I make use of people with good knowledge in order to make decision. Of course, in the end, I have to make the decision, but at least listen. What is happening now is that you are expecting prime ministers who are genius. They are not. You don't have any prime minister in the world who are genius. Anybody can become prime minister. If you want to be an office boy, you have to pass some exam. You are qualified. But you want to become a prime minister, you don't have to have any education at all. Tak ada qualification. So all kinds of people now become wakil rakyat, become prime minister, ministers. And when they become ministers, they have no idea about what to do. Now, if government does not know what to do, you cannot predict what the future is going to be. So what I see now is that this country should not be in a bad state economically. We are rich, but the people who are running this country really does not know how to run the country. So, you see, in the development of nation, there is a trend from before. You see the trend moving up like that because we are making progress. So the graph is mounting and it should go up like that. But when you come to a certain stage, you find that leadership and the capacity of the government is poor, then the graph goes down like that. So if you ask me what will happen in the future, at this moment, I would say that we are not going to make progress. But we don't know. There may be a change of leadership. Better people might run the country. Then, of course, we will do well. But my feeling is that there is, the opportunity to do well is today much less than before. We had already set the system and the policies, but they discarded the system and they are not doing so well now. And of course, outside factors also play a very big part now. The world is changing. Populations have increased. The climate has changed. And we have crazy leaders like Mr. Trump. So we are going to see a lot of problems which are insoluble, very difficult to resolve. And it requires great leaders to be able to tackle the problem artificially created by a bad leader.